Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous.
And we're underway in Baltimore.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is
now at the New York Yankees lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, the key is to lay off pitches down in the zone until you're forced to swing. Set your sights higher in the strike zone, looking for something elevated, because sinkers are less effective up in the zone. They tend to flatten out.
That's
so
the ball.
when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
One down. So up next for New York, Luis Garcia.
Ball, that's outside.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one in the dirt, and now 3-0. That one is inside ball 4, and I mean, oh, so close. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Man at first, 1 away. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Next offering misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
That's too high. And it's ball 4. Another walk.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Here's Elliot Ramos.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Maybe a 2 ball. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Yankees draw first blood on a solo shot. It's now 1-0. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back here in Baltimore. And starting for the Yankees, the right-hander, Garrett Cole. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
And that one hammered back there. It bangs off the wall. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Colton Cowser digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Man at second. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
That's in there. Strike 1. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Here's Pete Alonso. Now this is in the air down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Henderson at second with 2 down. Clips the corner. 0-2 now.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
That one misses.
No, that's out.
Yeah, the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. Second inning coming up from Baltimore. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Yankees, Spencer Jones.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today.
juego.
Challenge these hitters, make him work hard for his outs.
Nice grab. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Batting 7th, third baseman.
Many times teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house. They're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Catcher, Austin Wells.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
Here.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
That's a ball.
Got him. That's the second out.
Batting ninth, shortstop, number 96.
That one
That missed.
close,
That's the
rule
ball.
the ball. And that's ball one. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. So they still got both their challenges. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Stays alive. Oh, and 2 now. Got him. That K is his third of the game. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Bottom of the second. Here's Leody Taveras.
Right fielder, Leody Taveras.
On an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And a foul ball.
Excellent
that missed.
arm
That's a
action
ball.
on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Foul ball there. Here's your 1.
Ball.
Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
That's in there. And that one inside, and it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Here's the third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Yeah, that drops in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And now the 0-1. Grounder might be 2. Over to Jazz. There's 1. Double play.
Yeah!
What a twin killing to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We played 2 full. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back now at Oriole Park. On to the 3rd inning. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. In the air, right field, Taveras on the move. 1 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
For the Yankees, the designated hitter, Ben Rice.
Outside. That's a ball.
Next offering is fouled back. And a big swing and a miss. Swings through it for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Two down, bases empty. Now here is Luis Garcia. Walked his first time.
Ball.
On the ground to the left. Toss to Alonso. That's out number 3. So the Yanks go in order. But they're on top 1-0. Back here in Baltimore. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
Jackson Holliday.
Comes up empty.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Ball.
It's a K from the Coltrane.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Ha!
Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball.
Oh, 2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming. Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Oriole Park. Out of the 4th, Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Elliot Ramos.
Here's a 1-2.
Really nice
ball.
slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
The next
That's a
offering
ball.
misses.
Outside.
Full count now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. First, and up next for New York, Spencer Jones. He's 0 for 1. Inside.
Ball.
Ball 1.
Hee-haw!
Swings through that one for strike 2. Ramos, the base runner at first with 1 out.
That's in. Ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Nope. Ball.
Right down to shoot, strike 1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Yankees.
So digging in, Austin Wells. Struck out looking his first time.
That's inside. That's a ball.
That's too low.
Ball.
And the count is 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that one is downstairs. 3-1 now.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And that'll load the bases.
Take your base.
Challenge from behind the dish here.
Shortstop, number 96.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. Fouled off. He was late. Bases loaded, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about.
Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. And the Yankees leave them loaded, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Baltimore, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Colton Cowser getting ready to hit. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
No,
Just
that missed. That's the
missing
ball.
there. Ball 1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Up next for the Orioles, designated hitter, Dylan Beavers.
That's a ball.
Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And that one almost got him. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one is lifted in the air. Ramos should have this one. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Orioles, first baseman.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 0 for 1 so far. In the air out towards right center. Jones gets under it. And the inning is over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Still behind by a count of 1-0.
¿Cómo vas el juego?
Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Number 26. The rookie right-hander is getting loose. Walker warming up as well. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. On the ground out to short. Henderson whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Now what? Nope, ball. Ball.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Misses.
That missed. That's
and
a
the count
ball.
is filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's
Ball 4,
inside.
take your
and a good
base.
at bat, ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly
Up
trying to
next
attack
for
the
the
zone
Yankees.
either.
First baseman,
One gone, runner at
Luis
first.
Garcia.
And now it's Luis Garcia. He's 0 for 1. That one fouled off.
Good
No,
slider
that
down
missed.
and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Line drive. And
Foul ball.
foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One, two now.
Ball, that's low.
Ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
3-2. Hard liner. Fair ball. Rice rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. Tag. Not in
Easy.
time. He scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
That
High
one finds the zone. That's strike one. One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. Next
Yeah.
offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Man at second. Way inside, gets out of the way. The 1-2. Liner snagged at first.
Cat-like reflexes over there for Pete Alonso.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Elliot Ramos.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Kyle Bradish, done for the afternoon. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with the new pitcher.
Now pitching.
So
for
a
the
new arm out of the
Orioles.
bullpen for the Orioles, number 26.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
No, that's up.
Man on second, 2 down. That one catches the zone, and that's strike one. Jackknifes out of the way.
Ball.
Spencer Jones on deck for the Yankees. And a 3-1 on the way. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A 2-run shot. And they add on. It's 4-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Oh, yeah.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball outside. That's a ball.
And
Right
that's
to.
in there at the knees for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Leody Taveras.
Taveras.
Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That's in.
And on
ball.
the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all
that's
game.
in.
Next pitch inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
Left fielder, Christian Franklin.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Hoo-yah.
Just missed. The Yankees leading by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Up next for the Orioles.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Now at the plate, Kobe Mayo. He hit into a double play his first time up.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because He's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Ball.
He's
Ball, that's
just
in.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
He goes down looking. Mayo wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. So the call will stand. No challenges left for them now. Left field, Ramos on the run towards the line. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. The Yankees 4 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. The batter now,
Leading
Ryan
off for the
McMahon.
Yankees, third baseman Ryan McMahon.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Austin Wells.
Ball low. Ball, that's in.
High fly ball down the left field line. Out of here. He sends one out the opposite way, and they boost their lead. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, Boog, I feel like we're seeing more of this these days than we ever have before. You've got high velocities on the mound. You've got stronger hitters with really good pass to the baseball. So much power in this sport. Opposite field home run. I tell you what, I feel like I see at least one every day, and that was an incredible job to keep that ball fair.
And there's a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Up next for the Yankees,
Back to the top of the Yankee order. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. 0 for 3 in this one.
Hey, ha!
The 0-1. Fastball for a strike. One run across in the frame so far, and we're the top half of the sixth.
That's a ball low.
Got him. 2 away now.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Number 26 won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
Josh
for the
Walker
Orioles.
on the pitch here.
Number
Bringing in the lefty
61,
with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here,
Walker.
so we'll see how it works out.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Ben Rice.
Just
Outside,
missed.
ball.
Lombard, the runner at first with 2 gone. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 7-0.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it, carried out nicely.
So 2 down. Next to hit, Luis Garcia. Pitch
That's
misses.
a ball.
And that's ball 1.
Hey!
Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Cam Sanders preparing to come on if needed. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That one
That's a ball.
misses.
That's inside.
And the count's full.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
And he walked him.
Missed. Ball 4.
It's been
Take your
said,
base.
these guys are savages in the box. Can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
That one the other way. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
So up next for New York, Elliot Ramos.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Ball.
Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He doesn't have a throw, and the bases are now loaded.
A great showcase of hustle tracking that ball down. They didn't get the out, but that's still a good baseball play right there.
0 for 3 so far in his debut.
Yeah, great time to get that batting average off the runway here.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Late swing, foul to the left. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And save. A close play at the plate, and that scores a run on the wild
Up
pitch.
next for the Yankees, third baseman.
Just a brutal turn of events for the defense. They get the big strikeout with the runner on third, but not only are they unable to complete the out at first, also some heads-up base running gets a run across. Kind of a tough play to recover from and move on if you're on the mound or behind the dish.
In there for strike 1. Two outs. Bases are full. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. In the air, left field. And it's foul.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next. 0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Got him swinging. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-0 game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? Let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Ramos ranging back, and there's one down.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
¿Cómo vas el juego?
That misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a ball. Close,
no,
but
that
called
missed.
a
That's a ball.
Ball 3. (3-1), and he couldn't come up
ball
with
4.
it.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, make sure to say hi to Kenny. Cowser
That's
in the
high, that's
box
a ball.
with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Six straight outside the strike zone.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Yeah!
That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next for the Orioles. Designated
And here's a
hitter,
look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Beavers.
That's down. That's a ball.
Henderson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And another ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. That is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Baltimore, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Just
That's
off the
inside.
inside
Ball.
edge. Misses
Ball.
just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Hammered down the right side, but foul. That one pushed to the left and foul. Tapped softly on the ground. Holiday tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, shortstop, number 96.
He's 1 for 3. Picked up his first major league hit earlier.
Well, there's no time for him to be reflective right now, but you know he will be later on. The pressure's off a little bit with that first knock out of the way, though.
No, that's inside.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. The Yanks up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ball popped up. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row, because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Now pitching for
Cam
the
Sanders
Orioles.
taking over on the
Number
mound.
73.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close
Up
game.
next for the Yankees, center fielder Trent Grisham.
Ball. Hee-haw.
2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Cowser under it. And that's the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Yankees 8 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
Action in the pen down there. Bradley Hanner up and loosening in the pen. Blackburn getting loose as well. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The strikeout and the 2nd of the game for the Coltrane.
Nope, ball.
The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. The other way, got it. Great leaping catch.
Great hops right there, Boog. He timed it just right to bring that liner down, and he saved a knock.
Now here is Christian Franklin. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Ball.
Bounce to
That's a
third,
foul.
and that's just foul. That missed by a lot. Ball 2. Outside.
No, that's out.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. This one's got a chance. Forget it. So he goes yard to left. And they're on the board. It's 8-1.
That could be one of those swings that really help spark this offense. Well, he saw a lot of pitches in this at bat, and in this 3-2 count, he got something he could handle, wasn't fooled. He did a really nice job at approaching and attacking that baseball.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Garrett Cole is done in this one. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for the Yankees,
Bradley Hanner gets the call from the pen.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
One comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock, and that extends the inning.
Up next for the Orioles.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holiday.
That's a ball.
Foul ball. Mayo off of first with 2 away. Breaking ball, and that
You
got
hit him. You got him.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher Carlos Narvaez.
That's a ball.
Two balls,
That
no
missed.
strikes
That's
to
the ball.
count. Two on, 2 outs. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. What a play. Inning over. So it may be too little, too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. It's now 8-1.
Leading off for the
Next is the
Yankees,
designated hitter, Ben Rice, looking for his 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah, he blasted his 2nd of the game in the 6th inning. This guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris.
Way to
Ball,
lay off
that's
that
high.
fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high. Nasty
No,
backdoor
ball.
slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Here's a 2-0. And that skips into dirt. Here's a 3-0. That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a
Take your
leadoff
base.
walk.
Up
4
next for the
pitches.
Yankees,
That's an easy
first
walk, man. He
baseman
could have walked me
Luis
right there,
Garcia.
Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Misses
That's the
again.
ball.
5 in a row. Can't find
Nope,
it here.
ball.
That's 6 straight balls. Pitch misses
No, that
there,
missed.
and it's 3-0. The Yankees up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's in
Hiya!
there. That's strike 1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
High fly ball out towards left field. Raging back towards the wall. And
Foul
that's a
ball.
foul ball. Three-two now. And that is
That's ball 4. Runner, take your
and
base.
The Yankees are in business.
Up next for the
Man, that's a
Yankees,
tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And there's a foul ball. Check swing.
Ball.
No appeal. Ball 2. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one 95 to finish him off.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
First pitch
Ball.
misses. 1 out. Runners at first and second.
No, that's down. Ball. Ha!
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two on, 1 out. That's foul off to the right side.
¿Cómo vas el juego?
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. Spencer Jones will hit next. Getting another chance at his debut here. He's 0 for 4.
Yeah, probably a little anxious to do something positive right here. You just can't try to do too much.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Pitch gets away. And that cost him a run as he scores easily.
Well, you'll take a run however you can get it. And right there, the wild pitch is what made that one happen. No need to wait around as a runner on a ball like that.
Close,
That's
but
a ball.
called a ball. Ball 2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
3-2
Ball.
now. In the air, left field. But
That's a
it's
foul ball.
just foul. On the ground. Base hit. 1 run is in. Ramos coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's a 2-run single, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Cam Sanders done for the day, and as he heads for the dugout,
¿Cómo
we'll
vas
take
el
a quick
juego?
break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
Number
for the
76
Orioles.
takes over on the mound.
Number
They know that he
76.
can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Jones leads off first with 1 away.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
There's a swing and a miss.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And that
Ball.
misses. And it's 3-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That's smacked on a line to center. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Wells in
Oh.
now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Base hit center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2
Now
out.
batting, shortstop, number 96.
In the air, right field. And that'll do it. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 11 and the Orioles 1. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson.
Ball. Ball.
Next pitch
No, that's
misses
it.
inside. And now 3-0. There's a strike. 95 of that one.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
That one misses.
Take your base.
So a leadoff walk.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll
That's a
him
ball.
up for 2.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Orioles, designated hitter, Dylan Beavers.
1 out man at first. Dylan Beavers now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. That misses.
No, that missed. That's a
1.
ball. Here, what?
Chases that one upstairs.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider, tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Bradley Hanner departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
Paul Blackburn on to pitch out of the pen here.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Got on plane with that pitch. Not as far away, but out there a little bit. But he let it travel, tracked it, didn't try to pull it. And that's something that can help you get going, get on track. Maybe a little bit too late in this ball game, but you just never know.
Taveras up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Hee-haw!
And now
That's
2
the
balls
ball.
and a
That's
strike.
down.
First and second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings over the top of that one. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's 11-2. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Comes through with the RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
This to third, McMahon. To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Through 8 full, it's the Yankees 11 and the Orioles 2. We go to the 9th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. And that one almost hit him.
Down, ball. Ball.
.3-0 down. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one misses.
That's high, ball
so
4.
A leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Up and
That's
in,
the ball.
And it's 1-0.
Ball.
Grisham on at first, nobody out. And that one fouled off. The 2-1. In the air, left field. And that's a foul ball.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
2-2 down. That one missed. Struck him out swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate. And I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Garcia,
Ball,
the next
that's
to
up.
hit, takes ball 1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Good job to fight that one off. Stays alive. Off the mark there. 3-2 now. On the ground to third. And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Ball.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the top of the 9th. On the ground, right
That
side.
ball's foul.
And it goes just foul.
Ball. Outside.
Swings through that. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. This one in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 76 gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Number
for the
48
Orioles.
gets the ball now.
Number 48, Greg Wolfram.
Two aboard, 2 outs.
That's a ball. That's a ball.
This one in the dirt.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
2 on, 2 outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, 2 outs. That one
That's
off the
a ball.
mark, and it's 3-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Base hit into the outfield. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single, and it's now 12-2. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Check swing went around. Strike 1. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fought off foul. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Rico Garcia appears to be getting loose. The 1-2. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And they'll do it again. 2-2 now. Good eye.
No, that's down. Ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow. So 2 on with 2 away. Here's Ryan McMahon now. And the 0-1. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. Yankees out in front, 13-2. Back now at Oriole Park, stepping in, Kobe Mayo. Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And the 0-2.
Ball.
What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
In the air, left field. Ramos turns to the right on the move. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher, Carlos.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch swinging. Blackburn, a former All-Star, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Ground ball, and this should do it. Ball game.
He's out.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
And the final, 13-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi.